Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is December 20th, 2024. Here is another weekly edition for our weekly wrap. So what a week. Just before Santa Claus rally, we just got a nice corrected move to the downside to 5,800. Lots of people are saying this is kind of like the top for the stock market, potentially for the multi-weeks. But I would say based on the momentum and based on the market condition, right now we are just seeing a very nice corrective move to the downside with a nice bottoming tail here. So this is 5,800, which we were looking for. And some people are saying this is a low, initiate this high, and this low is broken. I would say maybe, maybe not, just because we are kind of like seeing lots of higher lows just continuing going forward since the October 2022. So market is in a corrective move to the downside, potentially before Santa Claus rally. And we were waiting for this. And if you just are following me, we were waiting for this long time. I know that the weekly chart is kind of like a forming reversal to the downside. But this reversal before Santa Claus rally, I would say this is going to be just a corrective move, and we may see new all-time high, potentially not next week, but I would say early January, we may see new all-time high for S&P 500. However, based on my calculation, 6141 to 6460, that's the area that everyone needs to be careful on that one. Otherwise, I would say this is the corrective move, and this is just the beginning for 2025. 2025 would be very, very volatile market. So still working on my forecast, but I would say 2025 forecast is coming potentially next week. In the next week edition, weekly edition, we will see a 2025 forecast, but I would say based on market condition, we are in a corrective move before Santa Claus rally. That's all about it, and that's the bottom line. If we get any corrective move to the downside, we can change our analysis. Right now, it's just a corrective move, 2-3 days correction, nothing more than that. Moving on to daily chart. So daily chart is pretty volatile as well. And based on yesterday's video, I mentioned that this is the area that I'm looking for. A market just touched a 5,800, getting bounced nicely. However, after hours, market just sold off again, just a touch below SMA 50. So this is wide range bar, 107 million for SPY traded in this wide range. There are lots of institution selling going on at this level. So if market wants to go back, needs to work on that. It's not going to be a flip up to the upside, and S&P 500 went down 3% just in one day. But all in all, I should say, based on the daily chart, we got oversold condition. So this is pretty nice bull reversal to the upside. And also we just got a kind of like a divergence just before today future market, because future market went below this, and this divergence is now invalidated. However, stochastic momentum, we just got a bull reversal to the upside. This is exactly the same scenario happens in every single corrective move to the downside when we got rally afterwards. So this could be again the same scenario. We may see for the next few weeks, we may see a new all-time high. 62 to 6,300 is coming for S&P 500. Potentially this Santa Claus rally would be very volatile. But after that, I would say, again, everyone needs to be careful, just because 2025 would be a very volatile year. Moving on to Nasdaq, let's start with weekly chart first, and then we can get to daily chart. So weekly chart, we got bear reversal to the downside, still not confirmed yet. And also this bottoming line seems like that was just a corrective move within a weekly chart, and that was kind of like just 1 week correction and nothing more. I know that it was scary, but nothing more than that. If we go to daily chart, this is pretty neat. So we just got a very nice reversal to the upside, and I know after hours again just sold off sharply, closed just a touch below SMA 20, and also middle of this wide range bar. So this bottom is very, very classical bottom. We just got into SMA 50. We just got into this wide range bar getting bounced nicely, recaptured this trend line. However, this selling is middle of this white range bar. We just got below this bullish candle as well. So this is very, very typical when you see bulls and bears are kind of like buying and selling at the same time. So this is very, very natural. What I want to see is a strong rally on Monday. So if we see a rally on Monday, we can just get back to new all-time high, potentially in 3 to 4 days to the upside. And we're just getting to this box. So that would be kind of like the scenario that I would love to see after this sell-off. I know it's not going to be a huge candle to the upside, but if we get a rally type of Santa Claus rally, we may see potential double top or just nominal new all-time high for Nasdaq. Stochastic momentum index is pretty close to oversold condition, and we may see some kind of like a reversal is coming down the road. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow. Dow is just touching this trend line after this sell-off, and this is a trend line from here, 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 and also this is the one here. So we just engulfed the previous pivot, initiate this rally. This is not a good sign. I would say Dow Jones can form a QM pattern. And while Nasdaq is hitting the all-time high, potentially Dow is just getting to this area, which is going to be 44,500, and then getting back to the downside again. So we will see if Dow is forming this way. But I would say Dow can be laggard at this stage of the game. Moving on to gold. Gold, a nice reversal to the upside. This is a nice reaction to this trend line. This is kind of like a double top. Gold needs to get above these two double tops to initiate the rally. Otherwise, it's just a bounce and it can't go down anytime soon here in this box. Well, I would say there is one thing that we can just give gold benefit of doubt. Actually, there are two things. One is we are just reacting nicely to this trend line. Yesterday and today, gold nicely get a bullish candle and getting back to the upside. Also, at the same time, we got a stochastic momentum to the upside. And also, this is a very nice, just a small bearish momentum to the downside and reversing back up again. So you see that the momentum is shifting to the upside. So we need to give gold benefit of doubt at least for a bounce. And gold needs to get above 2700. So let's say 2700 needs to get above this and above 2718. That's the area that I'm looking at for gold to get back again to long position. But I would say the bounce could be kind of like a solid one. Moving on to silver. Silver just got into this box. And as you see here, we just got a natural reaction to this first white range bar. This is the breakout level. And also this is the trend line. So let me just make this trend line thicker. Then you can see which one I'm referring to. So here is the trend line from here, this top, going down, breaking through, getting back to the upside. So this is kind of like the back test for this trend line. And we just got a couple of times here back testing. So that's why I'm not saying this is going to be a strong technical reason to finish the correction. We may still see kind of like a bounce and then getting back to the downside for silver. So that's going to be the potential scenario. Again, precious metals could be kind of like a volatile, but I would say maybe after next correction, we can just say the precious metals is getting back to the upside. Moving on to crude. Crude just forming nice actually correction within this rally and then getting back to the upside. So we need to see the previous top getting engulfed. If it goes above this, we can go back down and then rally all the way up to 76. So we will see how it goes with this because 75, 76, that's going to be the level that we can see for crude as like a decisive moment. Right now, we are just forming a very choppy, and we need to give crude steel benefit of doubt for a rally. The structure is shifting to the upside, but I'm not sure if this is going to be the huge upside move for crude. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Let me just go to Bitcoin chart because this is pretty neat. Bitcoin just a very volatile day. So it goes all the way down to 92,000 again, bottom of this candle, getting back to the upside. This is a pivot, folks. This is a pivot. but I'm not convinced that we are going to see a strong rally. We may see a potential new all-time high for Bitcoin, 110, roundish. I'm not saying spot 110 is going to sell off. No, I'm saying this is the area that everyone needs to be careful if we get new all-time high. Full disclosure, I sold out all my Bitcoin position. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to go crash tomorrow, but I would say the upside is going to be limited. And I'm not happy with the price action right now. There are lots of volatility. It may go, it may initiate another rally to the upside. But for me, which I bought from here, and here I added to my position. This is pretty neat. So I would like to see something like this, long corrective move with a very nice rally to the upside. And when it breaks through, it's going to just give me a good, decent momentum to the upside. My self-subscriber, we just sold out 50%, more than 50%, 55, 60%, all of our positions in Bitcoin. And we are happy with that one. So and we can accumulate more in some other names. Ethereum is the same. Very nice pivot. It goes exactly to this level which we were expecting for 31 to 3200. Nice surge to the upside. We may see some kind of like a getting above 37. After that, Ethereum can go to new all-time high. I would say Ethereum actually is better compared to Bitcoin. Moving on to the bond yield after going down, zero change. So this is kind of like interesting. That tells me that maybe the correction or choppiness still is around the corner. It's not over yet. Moving on to the bond, treasury just going up and then sold off sharply, still forming the bottom here. I'm not convinced if this is the bottom. We may need to see more confirmation down the road. VIX at 23%. Downside move for VIX, $18 down. So this is the typical spike and then going down. So if VIX even goes down, that confirms Santa Cruz rally. Dixie is coming down today, sharp sell-off today after last 2 days surge to the upside. Magma indicator just managed negative. However, after hours, it just again a bit. So seems like the correction is over for now. For maybe new all-time high. Apple, new all-time high. Even after hours, it goes to 255 for the first time in the history. So new all-time high for Apple. Amazon, $1.63 up. A nice surge after hours up as well. So it's just going up at $2 more. Pretty good, solid momentum for Amazon. Meta managed negative today, but after hours again a bit. So we will see. Microsoft, 43 cents down. Not a bad session though. So I know that the result is negative, but Microsoft just broken this trend line before, never tested. Today, we just got a real test. So this can give me some kind of like a optimism for the upside. If we get above this 455, we may see even new all-time high for Microsoft before the major stock market correction to the downside. Google, $2.90 up. Still, it can go higher to new all-time high. Netflix, $7 down, and $7 up. Another bad session. After hours, gain a bit. Tesla going down. So this is kind of like a concerning. I know after hours, it just gained a bit. But again, with today's positive momentum, Tesla is down 3%, 3.46%. That tells me something that volatility is here, folks. I know I'm having like a bullish reading at least for the next week or so, but volatility in some names is gonna be here, and we can't see like the broad-based rally for everything. Semiconductor index nicely getting back to the upside. It just hit a 236 today, and then getting back to the upside. Stocks the same pattern here, going up. Taiwan Semiconductor, $2.57 up. Not a bad session, actually. Taiwan is forming a bull flag here. And this bull flag within this reverse head and shoulder. So this tells me potentially semiconductors are going to get back to another rally, and that's going to be the market driver for the next rally to the upside. AMD just getting back to the upside and trying to find the bottom here, but after hours, it just gained a bit again, another $1.120 for AMD. NVIDIA nicely 3% to the upside. We just got into NVIDIA Recently, we were waiting for more corrective move to here, but it didn't give us chance for correction yet. But we just got into NVIDIA after this corrective move. Texas Instrument, $2.40 up. Getting below this trend line, getting back to the upside. So still needs to recapture 194, I would say, for the next rally. Lam Research defended this trend line here, but sell-off just happens 1 hour before closing bell. So this is kind of like a concerning. Moving on to uh, financials. XLF, this is a financial spider, just getting back to the upside. Not a bad session. Gap filled, and then that's it. The correction is over, seems like. And here is KBE, just recapturing this trend line, which is bullish. KRE, this is not recapturing, but if it gets above 62, 63, that's going to be bullish as well. JP Morgan, nicely getting back to the upside, didn't hit 225. Goldman Sachs, $12.11 up. Bank of America, 79 cents up. Didn't get to this trend line, get back after gap fill here. Wells Fargo going down, middle of this gap, getting back to the upside. Still, it can go to the gap fill, but after hours, we just got another gain. Moving on to the gold miners. Gold miners getting back to the upside. So this is kind of like a light at the end of the tunnel. Nice divergence here between these two pivots. But it needs to go above 40 or 39, I would say, to trigger this W pattern. Let's wait for that one. GDXJ, the same pattern here. AEM is getting back to the upside. After hours took gain as well. Newmont in this demand area, just getting back to the upside, reversal today, and also after hours gain a bit. So 3.40%, not a bad session. Franco-Nevada double testing this trend line again. So just getting sharply going up, getting back to the upside. Back test. We need to get above this pivot, folks. Otherwise, it's going to be just a lower high and then getting back to the downside. And gold Barrick at 23 cents, still holding up this consolidation. We may see some kind of like a choppiness here. If it doesn't hold, it can go down. But I would say if the entire industry goes up, this one can go higher as well. But this is absolutely different pattern compared to the other one. Moving on to the XLE, which is Energy Spider. After this free fall today, they just got very nicely to the upside, especially Oxy went up nicely. And XOP, sorry, 76 cents up, not a bad session. OIH, 94 cents up, not a bad session. Exxon, just at this level. So this is a rectangular that I was waiting for, 105.85, and then after hours, just to get another cents. Chevron, just getting back to the upside as well, $1.70 and good price action for Chevron. Nice bullish piercing, just gap down, but the entire session is just going all the way up. Maribuzo candle type, this is a bullish, folks. So we need to see a confirmation, and we need to see above 148. So we will see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.